Marcus Rashford is a 25-year-old English attacker that has recently resurrected his career from the dead and is now playing some of the best football that we have ever seen him playing. Rashford has had his moments of good form throughout his career, but never has it stood out so much as what we are seeing from him this season. In 2015, a young Marcus burst onto the scene as an 18-year-old wonder kid, fresh out of the Manchester United academy. He would experience a fairy tale debut, scoring 2 crucial goals in a Europa League clash where United were losing on aggregate in the previous match and needed a win to progress in the tournament. This was the moment that Rashford announced himself to the world and to the faithfuls at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. Goals, risk-taking, and exciting dynamic performances from Rashford would lead to his stardom rising, and Rashford would waste little time in using his newly found platform as a superstar to make meaningful, positive changes in society. The United forward was at the centre of a campaign that tackled child hunger and poverty in the UK, influencing the government to provide free meals to children in need during the tough times that were experienced globally during 2020. Rashford was acknowledged for his selfless efforts by being awarded the prestigious honour of an MBE by Prince William of the royal family. An MBE is the third highest ranking order of the British Empire, and Rashford earned this exclusive award for his generous service and charity work. Unfortunately, Rashford's extraordinary efforts off the pitch were not replicated on the pitch, and Rashford's form dramatically declined. Rashford's time at the Theatre of Dreams would turn into an absolute nightmare. The spontaneous signing of Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United would not help the situation for many youngsters form in the team at United, as everything turned into the Ronaldo show. Ronaldo's superstardom would overshadow the young players. His toxic presence in the locker room and on the pitch would be felt and interrupt the work in progress that manager Ten Hag had been attempting with the squad, leading to instability, tension, and a low team morale. Rashford would suffer even more. Poor form, inconsistency, and injuries would plague his seasons and time at Manchester United, leading to the bright, risk-taking, and exciting youngster losing his spark and all of his confidence. Last season, in the 2021-2022 season, Rashford was only able to find the back of the net 4 times in 25 appearances, with only 2 assists to his name that season. Rumours were flying around at the time that Rashford would be leaving United and Old Trafford behind for something new. Everton and PSG were 2 of some of the teams that showed huge interest in the 25-year-old. Cristiano Ronaldo would end up forcing a move out of Manchester United a season and a half later from signing, leaving under controversial circumstances. Behind the scenes, Rashford quietly dedicated himself to fully recovering from his injury and trained harder than he ever has, with the hopes of proving his doubters wrong in order to become the player that he was destined to be. Rashford had been written off by the footballing world as just another fly-by-night wonder kid that was overhyped by the English media and would not live up to his full potential. Until now. This season, Rashford has already doubled the amount of goals that he scored last season, and he has played in less games. Man like Rashi has also returned to not just scoring goals, but scoring big, important goals in big, important matches. The most recent example of this was in the Manchester derby of the 2022-2023 season. Tied at 1-1 after 80 minutes in a tight and tense competitive match between two rivals, both desperate to win. In the 82nd minute, Marcus Rashford stepped up to the plate and scored the all-important goal that would give Manchester United the victory and place them as one of the favourites for the league title this season. The first time they have seen anything like it in almost a decade. With his back against the wall, Rashford is silencing all of his critics and having prolific performances under huge amounts of pressure. Rashford has accompanied this resurrection of newly found form with a celebration that has already become iconic and a global phenomenon. His index finger pointing to his temple, his head, his mind. The celebration has been duplicated all over the world since Rashford started doing it, most famously and recently being done by tennis veteran and superstar Novak Djokovic after his Australian Open success. Rashford has not come out and confirmed the exact reason as to why he has been doing this celebration, but it is rumored to have something to do with the progress and improvement of his mental health. Rashford was slandered and criticized all over social media for the decline in his form, and it led to his mental health taking a heavy knock. The instability and volatility at United at the time negatively impacted it further. Football is a game that is played with more than just the feet. It is a game of the mind. As we can clearly see with Sir Marcus Rashford, his hard work combined with the return of his mental health has allowed him to rediscover the brilliantly talented kid that was willing to put his best work in for the success of the team. I'm going to leave you all with a powerful quote from The Faith of a Heretic. Iron mind is the mind which has realized itself and nourishes the whole person. It is not racked with anxiety, fear, or indecision. It is an inner citadel where strength, confidence, initiative, love, and mastery reside. Iron mind embraces challenge, is excited by adversity, and is free from fear. This mind fosters real, not perceived, happiness. A happiness bound by excellence and wisdom rather than gratification. Developing an iron mind is a life's work, which is cut from years of exercise, routine, pain, and trial. Such development is not only at the service of you, but at the service of your family, community, country, and world. It's all in the mind. Mind over matter. I think, therefore I am. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. This is the Iron Mind of Marcus Rashford.